Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gastons White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
And welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I'm Dave Gabbard, one of your co-hosts for this week. First open mic show of 2016. Got my other brother Daryl sitting across from me, Mr. Gene Smith.
Good morning, folks.
Our hunter education guru down here in Memphis. And of course, open mic Saturday. It's time to talk to Mr. Ron Branaman. Hey, Ron.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We've let Larry go to the duck blind this morning.
Yeah, that's a good place for him.
Yeah, at least he won't have to whisper when he calls in here in a little bit.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
But
maybe he'll kill something.
Yeah, maybe he can hit a duck. I don't know. I've seen him shoot a shotgun before, but I won't go into that. But let's talk trout a little bit. What kind of weather?
Betcha.
What kind of weather y'all having over there?
Well, we got a little rain moving in today, but today's supposed to be fairly decent, around 40 degrees, I believe, and some rain moving in. We've had pretty good weather throughout the winter months, to be honest with you. We're catching some really nice brown trout, catching most of them on stick baits, your countdown rapalas and your rogues, that type of thing. Catching lots of rainbows just on live worms and yellow power eggs and pink glow worms. And we had some fly fishermen here last week, and on this high water, they've been dragging a lot of streamers, and they're catching some really nice fish, fly fishing on this high water with streamers. So I don't think that's a new trick. I think a lot of these fly fishermen do it, and it's really productive. And so I think that's a new thing that they're all going to be getting into. This streamer fishing on this high water is really productive for catching these big brown trout.
And I understand, of course, today, it's going to be, we're going to have a little, like you said, weather moving in today, but, then move out. But tomorrow, it's supposed to chill down a little bit. Y'all under the advisory or anything over there?
We're under an advisory. I think they're calling for in this area, it's not near as rough looking as it is up towards Springfield, Missouri, a couple hours north of us. I think they're calling for some colder weather and a half inch to an inch of possible snow, but it looks like we're probably going to get more rain than anything else. But then Monday it starts warming back up again, so it's going to be short-lived, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I was looking at the long-range forecast. Like you said, Monday it breaks off, sunny and starts warming up. So like you said, all these anglers that got these new fly rods for Christmas, need to come over and you show them that streamer trick.
Yeah, and our catch and release area here on the White and the North Fork rivers, they open up February 1st, so that's not very far away. And those are just little stretches of river they shut down in November to February to give the fish some spawning time, and those will be opened up February 1st. So that will kind of get things kicked off really good here, and our restaurant opens full-time. Right now the restaurant's open on weekends only, Friday nights, all day Saturday, and half a day Sunday. And then Valentine's weekend we go 7 days a week, 6:30 in the morning till 9 at night. So we're getting close.
It is, and that is what always amazed me, that you get into the year, and once you clear the holidays like that, like you said, it's already the 9th day of January. And you talk about Valentine coming up,
yeah,
and then it just seems like the year flies by again. So, so tell our listeners out there how to get in touch with you.
You betcha. Okay, for reservations, call 870-431-5202. You can. We have a real nice webpage at www.gastons.com. If you want to email us and got some questions about fishing and best times to come, it's gastons@gastons.com.
Okay, and like I said, even if it is 40 degrees outside, you can stand down there by the river. It's probably a little warmer down there because
it's been a funny year.
Yeah.
It's they've been running quite a bit of water with all the rain we've had in Missouri and some parts of Arkansas. But even fishing from the bank this year has just been really good fishing, even on the high water, with especially with these stick baits and just walking up and down the bank. We got a mile and a half of river you can fish right here off the bank if you don't want to get out in a boat, and it's just good fishing.
And
if people get a chance and get over here with the kids, I think we can get them on some fish.
Okay, and even if the fish are slowed down a little bit, you got plenty of wildlife to look at over there.
We got Eagle Awareness Weekend going on right now. We got a bunch of folks out of Little Rock and the zoos, and Eagle Awareness started yesterday here in the Lakeview Bull Shoals area, and they got a lot of events going on today, and tomorrow we'll wrap it up. But they're seeing some eagles, so it's a good weekend. Of course, that cold weather, I think the eagles like that cold weather.
They do like that cold weather. So, well, we appreciate your report this morning, Ron. Y'all have a good day over there, and we'll talk to you the first
you,
open
and y'all
mic
be safe.
February. You have a safe day over there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ron Branaman, Gastons White River Resort. I'm gonna make it over there one of these days.
Yeah, my sister's been here twice. It's a beautiful place.
You know, it's really nice.
Really first class.
But talking trout. This next week, is here in the
second stocking.
Memphis, is the second trout stocking coming up. They put, I believe it was Thursday, there at Lake Graham. When they restocked those fish. In there in the trout fishing area. So it's, weather permitting, which the weather should be really nice, like I said, this coming week. The lakes
now, somebody asked me what type of trout they put in there.
It's rainbow.
That's what I thought.
And this is a strictly catch
and keep.
Not catch and release, but catch and keep program. We put these fish in there to give an opportunity for people to catch trout and eat trout that normally would not be able to have to travel a good ways here in West Tennessee.
I think it's a great idea.
It's great, and it's because these fish, when we put them in there, they're put in there to catch, because once we get into spring and the water temperatures start warming up in these bodies of water, what trouts are left in there, not saying all of them, because every now and then at Lake Graham out there on the lake, these trout will search out that cold water, deep cold water around the spring fed. The springs coming in under the water, and in the middle of the summer, somebody might catch a rainbow.
That's something.
So it's, but yeah, these you can go to our web page, on tnwildlife.org, and it'll show you, give you the trout stocking schedule and what bodies of water down here. That
it's neat to see all the people come. They know when the boats are going to be there.
Oh yeah,
and they'll be there.
I looked out yesterday at Lake Graham out my window there behind the office, and the bank was lined with people. They look forward,
Oh yeah,
it's
like you say, you don't have to travel far.
And there was a guy over in East Tennessee. One of our guys, he made up a little song. It was titled, the trout trucks are coming. There'll be a fish Friday night. So but the water, for other fishing, you might as well go trout fishing, because the water right now, almost on the Tennessee River, Kentucky Lake, Pickwick Lake system, it's all high. So that's got that fishing messed up. Sauger fishing will probably be non-existent, right now, because I was talking to one of the Hardin County officers yesterday in the office, and I forgot what he said the water was at Pickwick right now. And I know it was supposed to get into below the dam and the headwaters of Kentucky Lake, as I call it, in the 370 foot region, and flood stage is usually about 364. So everything's probably running 10 to 12 to 14 feet, above.
Yeah, it spreads them fish out too.
And like I said, if you do get out on the water, the big water, which probably the most duck hunters, that's who you'll see out there. You want to be extremely careful. Just because you've got high water out there, and don't think you can, open that boat wide open and go from point A to point B.
There'll be things underground there. Under the water, rather.
You'd be surprised what you see coming down the Mississippi River.
Oh, yeah. I was working the fireworks one time down on the river, and this giant tree, oak, looked like a full-grown oak tree came down,
Yeah.
and we had to push away from the bars because it would have wrecked us off like ants.
And I was sitting at Tiptonville one day with the water coming up like that, up out far west Lake County, and there at the ramp, and the flood waters were coming up. It was at the top of the ramp. Then I look out there. I think I seen 2 refrigerators, a freezer, and a water heater, floating down.
Well, we were camping up in Kentucky doing one of the rendezvous, and some pigs come down.
Yeah,
they got so high, got into a pen, and my wife couldn't believe they look real pink on the water,
Yeah, but like you said, these trees, it amazes me some of the sizes of the trees that will get washed out and come down river, and get deposited on the sandbars when the water goes down.
Right. Also, the big old oak trees, they've been falling. All this wet weather, the ground's soft, and the wind comes and blows them over.
And if you do get out there, make sure you got that life jacket on, float coat, because
you may get knocked out and you can't swim.
You may get knocked. If you got kill switches on your boat, make sure they're wired to you, because if you get thrown out of that boat, you want make sure that boat cuts off.
Yeah. Don't come back and run over you.
Come back and run over you, or just keeps on going away from you,
Yeah.
But, you want to just make sure, safety's got to be.
Got to be very careful.
Number one on your priority list when you get out there. And
we may have some new shooters this year because of Christmas. Somebody got a shotgun for Christmas
and everything. And and you got to be aware of hypothermia. If you get in the water out there.
Yeah, you don't think it's cold. I mean, it's not too bad out of the water, but you get in the water, it drops down.
Yeah.
And what's the minutes on that? 4 golden minutes? I forget what the number is.
It's you need to. I think you've got about a 15-minute, 30-minute window there that before, if you go in the water, that hypothermia will probably start setting in on you because like this water. We may have had some warm temperatures, but that water's probably down in the upper 40s or lower 50s.
From up north where it's cold.
And everything. So, but hopefully, like I said, I think the river is forecast here in Memphis to crest about Wednesday, and it'll probably go down on a pretty fast fall. I can't talk this morning. That's why Greg pointed his finger at me. Y'all get up, go get you another cup of coffee, come back and join us. I think Larry might be calling in.
All right, it's about
pretty
that time.
Quick here, so come back and join us with Outdoors with Larry Ray.
We've got woodland